Alae mabuhay! I am Christine Tolentino Rosales, a faculty member from the College of Nursing, Lyceum of the Philippines, University, Batangas. Lyceum of the Philippines, University, Batangas is a private tertiary educational institution located in Region 4A, Calabarzon, established in 1966. It's committed to a culture of quality and excellence marked by a familiar spirit and a harmonious work environment that is embedded in its vision and mission to be a recognized industry-driven university in the Asia-Pacific region by 2026. Today, LPUB offers 55-degree and non-degree programs delivered through online and blended delivery of instruction using the Enhanced Commission on Higher Education curriculum and standards, also guided by appropriate standards set by professional organizations and regulatory bodies. Screen-related addictive behavior is an increasing concern among students, particularly during online academic platforms. The population of the world became interested in the modern technological devices that were introduced in this age. The influence of visual media in Filipino households has grown in recent years. This study entitled Screen-Related Addictive Behavior: Impact on Online Learning and Academic Performances Among Students investigated how SRAB affects students' online learning experiences and academic performances, focusing on nursing students in Batangas Province, Philippines. The COVID-19 pandemic has altered not only how individuals work, but also how kids approach their academic work. As nationwide lockdowns are imposed, working and studying at home has become the norm, with some classes permanently switching to online-based learning, according to Davis in 2022. Online learning has become increasingly common in recent years, and SREB can have a significant impact on students' ability to succeed in this environment. This digital landscape, while offering undeniable benefits like connection and information access, can also pose significant threats. As educators in the academy, researchers observe students struggling to focus on class. Completing activities and requirements becomes a battle against the allure of online distractions. This research study sought to assess the screen-related addictive behavior among students in Batangas Province. Specifically, this study aimed to describe the type, frequency, and number of hours spent in the usage of screen gadget and internet, and to determine its impact on the online learning and academic performances of students. Lastly, propose an action plan on effective strategies for managing students' screen time, fostering a more balanced and productive digital learning environment. Human System Model developed by Becky Newman is a comprehensive framework used in nursing and other health disciplines to understand and address the complex interactions between individuals and their environments. Newman's model views individuals as open systems that interact with internal and external stressors. The model emphasizes the importance of maintaining a balance between these stressors and the individual's ability to cope. Utilizing the human system model, researchers created the SRAB model to understand and analyze screen-related addictive behaviors comprehensively. These frameworks provide a structured way to look at the interconnected factors influencing students' online learning experiences. When applied to the context of screen-related addictive behavior and its impact on online learning and academic performance. The model highlights the complex interplay of various factors influencing students' outcome. Stressors included screen-related addictive behavior. the line of defense, the coping mechanisms, the self-regulations, and the different interventions that can be utilized. The study focused on Level 1 nursing students from the College of Nursing at the Lyceum of the Philippines University Batangas, officially enrolled during the online learning academic year 2021 to 2022 with a total population of 214. Purposive sampling was used to select the participants using non-probability sampling. The population included all students in the first year of their undergraduate studies who participated in online learning during that specific period. Utilizing rows of calculator with 5% margin of error and 95% confidence interval, a sample size of 138 was obtained. The researchers investigated the effects of screen-related addictive behaviors on online learning and academic performance among students utilizing a self-administered questionnaire divided into two sections: demographic information and screen usage patterns. The first section captures data on the types of devices used, frequency, and duration of screen exposure, while the second employs a Likert scale to gauge the behaviors and their perceived impact on academic outcomes. Data collection involved distributing the questionnaire through Google Forms and physical copies, ensuring confidentiality and integrity throughout the process. Analysis was conducted using descriptive statistics to synthesize the data and identify trends in device usage and screen time. The methods used by the researchers in the study were reviewed and approved by the Ethics Review Committee of the Lyceum of the Philippines University Batangas. Ethical considerations were paramount, with the participants' rights to anonymity and informed consent respected throughout the research, ensuring the findings are both reliable and meaningful in understanding the implications of screen use in educational contexts. This table presents the distribution of the usage of gadgets and internet by the respondents. The findings revealed a concerning prevalence of SRAB among the student population with significant time spent on various devices. Most students reported using cell phones and tablets, with 84.2% as their primary gadget, engaging with screens two or more times daily and spending an average of 3 to 4 hours on screens. Popular social media platforms, particularly TikTok, further contributed to this excessive screen use. This aligns with current trends of popularity among this generation. According to research by James, students use their cell phones for 2 hours a day on average. This study shows that using a smartphone can become obsessive, habitual, and dependent, making it a non-drug addiction of the 21st century. The general consensus is that people's use of smartphones has increased to the point that it is interfering with their daily work routine and causing them to miss their most important tasks, according to NAYAC in 2018. The study indicated that high levels of screen time were associated with diminished academic performance, with students expressing difficulty concentrating during online classes and experiencing negative physical effects such as eye strain and fatigue. Importantly, the results suggested that prolonged screen exposure negatively impacted students' sleep patterns and overall well-being, which in turn influenced their academic engagement. The study highlighted that many students felt overwhelmed by online coursework, often citing distractions from non-educational screen activities. Consequently, there was a notable decline in their academic performance, as indicated by lower grades and incomplete assignments. Several mechanisms might explain the detrimental effects of SRAB on academic performance, Studies by Lin et al. In 2019 and Wang et al. In 2022 suggested that excessive screen use disrupts sleep patterns, leading to fatigue and decreased cognitive function. Additionally, research by Villux et al. In 2020 points toward the addictive nature of social media and online games, leading to distractions and procrastination, impacting academic engagement. Furthermore, studies by Priveskel et al. And Ortben in 2019 suggest that excessive social media use might be linked to feelings of loneliness and depression, which can further hinder academic motivation and achievement. Studies by Yildirim and Karakaya and Tukanaga in 2022 highlight the growing prevalence of this among students. Unsurprisingly, this suggested a negative correlation between smartphone addiction and academic performances. Similarly, Liu et al. In 2022 found that excessive screen time negatively affects students' concentration and focus, hindering their ability to learn effectively. This aligns with the findings of Ostian et al., who identified a link between problematic internet use and lower academic achievements. In conclusion, the study underscores the importance of understanding and addressing SREB to improve online learning experiences and academic performance among students. As screen time continues to rise, it is imperative that educators, parents, and students work collaboratively to foster healthier digital habits that support academic achievement and well-being. In addressing these challenges, the researchers propose a multifaceted action plan aimed at managing students' screen time more effectively. Recommendations include promoting digital literacy education, encouraging self-regulation strategies, and fostering parental involvement in managing screen usage. By implementing these strategies, educational institutions can create a more balanced digital learning environment that enhances students' academic success and overall health. Future research should aim to explore long-term effects of this on academic performance using larger and more diverse samples. Longitudinal studies can provide insights into how screen-related behaviors evolve over time and their cumulative impact on students' educational outcomes. Additionally, qualitative research methods could offer deeper insights into student perspectives regarding technology use and its effect on their learning experiences. The intended outcome of this research is to provide a comprehensive understanding of how SREB affects students' academic performances and online learning. The findings indicated that a significant portion of the student population engages in excessive screen time, particularly through platforms like TikTok and YouTube. Many students reported spending 3 to 4 hours daily on screens, which correlates with lower academic performance. The study highlighted the negative consequences, such as difficulty concentrating, eye fatigue, disruptive sleep patterns, which may hinder their academic success. For its utilization, educators and administrators can utilize the research findings to develop targeted interventions that address screen time management, implementing educational programs that promote digital literacy, self-regulation skills can empower students to manage their screen usage effectively. Moreover, parental involvement in monitoring and guiding screen time can play a crucial role in fostering healthier online habits. The proposed action plan includes digital literacy education, parental involvement, health and wellness programs, and monitoring and support systems. The bibliography includes all relevant sources referenced throughout our research. A blessed day, everyone. We hope this research contributes to a better understanding of the impact of screen-related addictive behavior and help foster a more productive online learning environment.